Hi everyone, Dr. Billy Chow here, all the way from Adelaide. I've got with me Dr. Nima. How are you, Nima?
I'm doing fantastic, Billy. It's great to talk to you down under.
Down under. And you're in Vancouver at the moment, is that right?
I'm in Vancouver getting ready for my trip to Atlanta, then Ottawa, then to come hang out with you guys.
Absolutely. So, peeps, we have got the privilege of having Dr. Nima fly all the way to Australia and actually be one of our keynote speakers at Dynamic Growth Congress in February in Melbourne. But not only that, he's also touring a few other places and having a couple of main events in Sydney. So, one of the things that we're constantly talking about in practice, and certainly you and I have spoken about this, not only for our patients, but also for our profession and our buddies that are in practice and in business, is the stress of time. And so, if we kind of look at our patients, a lot of our patients asking us, hey, I know what to do, but give me a solution how I can do this because I'm stressed about time. Mm-hmm. And in the same way, as a chiropractor and also as a business owner, one of the major things that I have, and certainly a lot of my friends have, is the stress of not having enough time to do all the things we want to do. So, yeah. Hey, enlighten us.
Well, this is something I've been really looking into because everywhere I go when I do my workshops, I ask, what's stressing you out? And the answer I get invariably is time. Time. So what is it? Time, basically, it's an illusion. I want you to, in order for you to get take the stress out of this time management concept, you first have to understand what time really is. Now, when you go to Mars and look down at the planet Earth in your mind, I want you to go to Mars and then look down at planet Earth and tell me what 45 minutes looks like. Tell me what 12:30 is. It's the rotation of this. It's the rotation of the Earth with respect to the sun, and it's man-made. It's an illusion from that perspective. So that's the first concept that you have to understand. Now, when we are engaged in activities that are fulfilling to us, that are tied into our higher self, that are tied into our purpose, what we deem to be our purpose, whether we're aware of it or not. Start paying attention to when you stop paying attention to time. That's a very good indicator of what your highest values are. Most of us aren't even aware of it. Even business owners, even chiropractors in practice, there are certain things that you do within your practice that you just feel you just in the flow. You're not perceiving time. And then there's other things, like in my case, doing kind of, reports for, car accidents and letters and stuff like that. Doing that, I feel extremely frustrated because I don't see that what I'm doing is tied into my higher purpose. So if you are sitting...
That's when time takes too long,
That's right. It just feels, and you feel like life is an uphill battle because when you're participating in activities that are not tied into something greater than you, that you can't see that it's on the way, what I'm doing right now is on the way to my highest purpose, then time becomes extremely slow and your energy becomes drained and you feel overwhelmed and you feel frustration. It's kind of like you're trying to push a boulder up a hill. But when you're doing stuff that you absolutely love, time stands still. Like whenever I'm talking about stuff like this, I literally have to constantly look at the clock to make sure that my conversation with Billy, I'm not rambling on 20 minutes because I lose track of time when I speak about these types of issues. That is an indicator to me that it's wiser for me to put those activities into your schedule. Find out what makes you stop paying attention to time. Write out all of those things within your practice, within your business, within your personal life, and if you schedule those in, because those are the priorities. If you schedule those in and slowly start delegating the rest, your days feel productive. You feel fulfilled. You feel like you got something done because the activities that you scheduled and focused on, the priorities, the ABCs, are now tied into something greater than you. You are invigorated and energized in doing it, and you don't feel that burden of overwhelm. And so if you're feeling that your time controlled, it's a good indicator that you're not participating in activities that are highest on your value list, because in actuality there shouldn't be more time. The amount of time that you have is perfect and quite adequate to fulfill all of your prioritized obligations. It's not a question of time, it's a question of identifying what is the one thing. There's a book out that I highly recommend. If you're having a tough time with time, read the book. It's called The One Thing by, I believe it's Keller. Find out what is the one thing that I can do today that by doing it makes everything else easier or completely unnecessary. And start delegating your lower priorities. You won't feel as stressed about time anymore. When I started aligning my days with things that are high priority, I don't feel time constrained anymore. I feel like I'm a master of time now.
Wonderful. Now, you've got a few different programs, haven't you? You've got a program where you actually teach chiropractors and other people to be on fire when they present, when they're doing presentations. Yeah. Give us a little bit about that.
I'm doing a couple things. In DG Melbourne, I'm going to be talking about connecting. It's what we do as chiropractors is to teach, is to get our patients to connect with themselves, remove the interference that connects their brain and their body. Well, us as chiropractors, it's imperative that we be able to first connect with ourselves and who we are, and then learn to connect with our patients, the people who are on our tables, and really find out what's most important to them and communicate what we do in terms of their values. And when we do that and we're public speaking, unfortunately we don't do that. We worry about our own inadequacies, and we try to mimic those of our mentors and say the same words and scripts, and that breaks off the connection. So I want to teach chiropractors how to connect with their audiences, and I want to raise money for subluxation research, spinal research. Anyone who comes to the workshop on any workshop that I do across the world, that I'm on tour, that I'm doing on connecting, your practice to your audience and who you are to your audience, how to adjust your talk, all of those proceeds go to subluxation chiropractic research. And so the other program I do is the overview experience, where I teach you how to find out what your priorities and your values are and live your life according to them, and remove all barriers from you kind of living your most fulfilling life within your practice, and then your personal life and your health.
Beautiful. So February the 21st, you're in Melbourne for DG Congress, and then the week following that, you're in Sydney. So the 26th of February, which is Thursday, you're doing an evening event. And then the 1st of March, which is Sunday, you're doing a full-day event, which is your overview experience. Is that right?
Thursday the 26th, was it?
26th.
I will be in Sydney.
Yeah, that's in Sydney. You're doing an evening event, and then the Sunday, the 1st of March, you're doing the full-day event.
The full-day event where I teach you a method to dissolve your resentment in minutes.
Wonderful. Now, do you have information in terms of how can I get contact with you? And
I'm sure that we'll be able to provide a link on the video right there. If you click on it and find out, and there's an early bird. But I just would love to connect with the Aussies down there. I had an amazing time when I went last year. It's just Aussies are like Canadians who talk funny. That's basically that's what I love about you guys.
You're gonna have some more tonight.
Oh no! Just keep me away from the Vegemite. That's all I ask. So thanks so much, Billy. I enjoyed talking. If anyone has any questions, please, I'm extremely approachable. Reach out, connect with me on Facebook. You can hashtag Ask Dr. Nima, and I would love to answer any questions regarding stress or challenges in your practice, anything to do with stress whatsoever. I would love to be able to give you the answer for it.
Beautiful. All right. Over and out.
Thank you. Catch you down under.